Year 10 of a dead game, guys. Internet, year 10, dead game. Rainbow Six Siege is dead. Rainbow Six Siege sucks. So on, so forth. Rainbow Six Siege is still around, kicking ass. The truth about Rainbow Six Siege that nobody wants to admit. Today, I have to break down 3 things we must discuss in just raw, uncut dialogue, okay? It's going down today in a big way. Rainbow Six Siege has garnered a lot of hype recently. Now, some gamers in the stratosphere feel like the hype isn't warranted. There has been people in my comment section that have been saying Rainbow Six Siege is dead, dying, not something that they care about, XYZ, this, that, and the third. The internet is truly a weird place. It's truly a weird place. Now, with that said, I have to keep it real with you guys. Nobody wants to admit this, but Rainbow Six Siege, that game's the shit. Now, to me, this game has been remarkable. This game has been something that I have logged thousands upon thousands of hours in. I have played with some of you guys that are watching this video. I myself personally, and my peers around me, tend to really enjoy Siege, and I'm very thankful for that because we don't have too many tech shooters that we could really rely on nowadays. I started playing Rainbow Six Siege way back in like alpha beta time, right? All the way to console to PC. Like, guys, the full gambit up till today. And I'm still a avid Rainbow Six Siege player, right? And this game, honestly, in my opinion, is only getting better with time. And I know my real ones out there are feeling what I'm saying. Now, if you like Rainbow Six Siege, make sure that you hit this like button. And if you care to stay up to date on anything Rainbow Six Siege related, please consider subscribing today. Now, I must ask you guys a question. Rainbow Six Siege, in your eyes, is it a game that you still enjoy? Is it a game that you feel has a future? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. You could even display your rage for this game. You could straight out hate it, but I want to hear from you. I want to know why. And please, again, there's no right or wrong answer, but feel free to leave a comment. Now, I'm going to break down 3 aspects of Rainbow Six Siege, the truth that nobody likes to admit, right? I'm going to get right down to it. So we're going to start with number 1. This is one of the best tech shooters that you could play. Undisputedly, this game has been around 10 years. 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. 10 years. That's like an Undertaker run. You feel me? Do you feel me? We're on a little of this with Rainbow Six Siege. It's an Undertaker run, okay? So with that said, Rainbow Six Siege has just been the backbone for a lot of gamers as far as competitive gaming. And also, as far as tech shooters go, this is one of the top ones that you could play right now. I don't care what you say. It's not to dispute it. You can't argue it with me. You just can't argue it with me. And by the numbers is coming for Rainbow Six Siege, year 10. It's coming. But you can't argue with me. You just can't argue with me on that. It's one of the best tech shooters that gamers and communities alike tend to run to. And that's always a great thing. Now, you might ask yourself, Abel, why is that? Because number 1, this game is purely fun to play. Now, mind you, as much as this game has some abilities and some gadgets built around it, right? It's very much gunplay first. And that has always been an aspect of Rainbow Six Siege that I have enjoyed. That's the one part that they kept the Tom Clancy brand alive, in the sense that this game, for the most part, is guns first, right? So if you could skillfully outwit your opponent and think of clever ways to get frags and create opportunity for yourself, this game's limits in playability and in the way you go about experiencing Siege is through the roof. You have no limits here. There's really no cap to how this game could really be played if you're really playing it dynamically and are not playing two-dimensional. In this game, in the full concentration that it takes to devote to win a round or win a game overall is something personally that I have not seen in a shooter fit so well. Now, the second thing I must mention here is the lure of Rainbow Six Siege. Now, the past cinematics, you can't deny it. The past cinematics, what's going on with the story of Siege, it got you leaning in. It got you leaning in. If you fuck with Rainbow Six Siege in any way, shape, or form, you have to be like, pretty cool what I've seen. We have Habana, we have Hereford base just destroyed, right? And it seems as though Habana is taking like the lead role in this battle against Deimos and his baddies, right? And we're just seeing a lot of things happening and things coming together pretty well. Now, mind you, we don't really have dialogue as to people talking and actually expressing themselves and providing intel in that way, but they are connecting the dots with the cinematics, and it is intriguing. Now, mind you guys, I never thought I'll be paying attention to Rainbow Six Siege for the story or lore. I'll be very honest with you. I am a lore guy to some extent. You have to really bait me in. You have to really reel me in. From what I'm seeing with the Rainbow Six Siege cinematics and how they're bringing everything together, I'm really intrigued. I really want to see what happens to Team Rainbow and how they all come together to face the opposition. And it's looking really exciting. It's looking like the pieces are fitting together, and honestly, it's presenting well in my eyes. Now, do I think that they could do better in some facets? Do I think we could get voice actors and things like that? Well, of course. I really do believe we could take it up a notch in that factor. However, in looking at things all together in grand totality, I feel like this is a W for the game, right? And with time, I hope they nail and get cinematics and story more cohesive together, right? Making something almost like a movie that we could watch and actually follow along as things progress. Hopefully Ubisoft gets something like that done, because I would gladly pay and watch and just learn about Rainbow Six Siege and the origin story and how everything's coming about. Because there has been some seasons where I've been disconnected, but this one here, right now, leading into Rainbow Six Siege X, I'm very intrigued and I like what's going on. They have me, and I honest to God want to see where the story goes. So let's talk about it. Number 3, a committed team. This game has received support like none other. You guys might say whatever you want about Ubisoft, and for the most part, it could be true. It could be true. Sometimes they're trash. Sometimes we do some good things. All right. Sometimes they're 50-50. You know what I mean? They're 50-50. And I'll be the first to admit it. But Ubisoft has supported the hell out of Rainbow Six Siege. Right? Rainbow Six Siege has been keeping the lights on for Ubisoft. That is one title. I don't know about Assassin's Creed. I don't know about X-Defiant. I don't know about any of these other projects that have went to the wayside. Skull and Bones. Like, listen, it gets ugly. I'm not even gonna front. It gets ugly out there with some shit. But for the most part, Rainbow Six Siege has been well taken care of, right? We had Operation Health that was one of the worst seasons of this game's history, and they have came back from that triumphantly. And just to see them progress here in year 10 of a dead game, guys, internet, year 10, dead game, Rainbow Six Siege is dead, Rainbow Six Siege sucks, so on, so forth. Rainbow Six Siege is still around, kicking ass. Somebody do the math on that. The game sucks so bad. The game's so terrible. It's BS. It's not like the old Tom Clancy games and all that, this, that, and the third. But again, they continue to thrive and grow a player base in XYZ, and they continue to fail, I guess. I don't get the internet, but Rainbow Six Siege is doing its thing, and it can't be done without the support of the devs and Ubisoft actually committing to this game. And God bless everybody that's laying their hands on the foundation of this game to improve it and evolve it over time. It's truly remarkable to see, and I feel like Siege is only going to get better with time. And look, we're committed to 10 more years of Rainbow Six Siege. God bless these folks, man. God bless them. And I'm going to be here for it. And I want to be with my community, and we're going to rock out, and we're going to just take this journey and compete and have fun and just watch the evolution of this game going from point A to point B to point C, so on and so forth. And I'm very excited overall. And then keep our interest with different game modes and different events and things that we could do within the game that some people enjoy. Now, mind you, the attack on here for base, I feel like that was the best limited time game mode ever, in my opinion. I'm just gonna keep it real, but they do things to try to keep us engaged and evolve the gameplay over time and keep our interest at all times. Again, sometimes it's a fail, sometimes it's a W, but we're somewhere in between, and I always respect that. Now, we need to get this monetization stuff going down better. I feel, in my opinion, I feel like we could do better with that, because I don't understand this battle pass stuff and different things like that. I'm just not into it right now. And I don't mind spending my money in Siege, but things have to make sense to me. And I'm not really feeling like how they're doing the monetization system right now. I'm honestly not into it. I don't think anybody's really into a monetization system, but listen, I get it. They have to make money. They have to keep things going. They have to get the lights on. I totally get it. I feel personally like it still could be better and be improved with time. So the lies we tell ourselves about Rainbow Six Siege, it's a dead game, nobody plays it, it's a terrible tech shooter. All those statements I just said could be refuted with evidence of the contrary. Again, personally, I think Rainbow Six Siege is lit, and it's a game that I will forever play because honestly, it's one of my favorite competitive shooters of all time, period. And I think with time that this game evolves to do more interesting things that keep us in love with the game. Now, you won't believe what Rainbow Six Siege is doing for year 10. And trust me, this is something epic. And if you want to find out what all the fuss is about, be sure to click this video here, and I'll be sure to see you there.